Hello friends, welcome to my channel Tech Developer. In this video we will continue towards some configuration file related to our Spring Boot project, which we have the series related to the to-do application which we were creating in the last two videos. But I have explained you in the first video of the Spring Boot application, where I have created the application and explain you that what of the libraries we are going to use in this project, and what are the use of that libraries. And in my second video I have explained you about the package structure which we are following for the to-do application. Now in this video we will learn some configuration, so we will start step by step. As you know, this is our application which we have developed till now. Now start from the config package. Let's create a message config. Let me tell you that we are going to use the i18 application in this message configuration. We will handle that how it will help means how the application will help to maintain the i18 standards. That is, if you want to convert your messages sometime into the French or sometime into the another language, you can easily do that without having any problem. So for any of the internationalization, you need to always remember that never do the hard coding of your messages or the response message for your REST APIs. So let's start. So first of all, in the config package, just create the new configuration file, that's the class that is known as a message config. Then click on finish. After that, as we are using the Spring Boot application, for having the Spring Boot application, a configuration will be auto configure. For that, you need to just put the @configuration over your configuration class. Then whenever the application will start, it will configure this file for the message config. And after that, we will be creating one bean. Before creating the message configuration bean, let us create a service which is known as the message service. Let's create the interface first in the service package, not the IMPL. Give it as a name as a message service. This will contain the three methods. One will be for having the message for the service layer, and one will be handling the message for the validation layer, and one will be handling the message for the error code for your messaging service, means the error code which you are providing for your validation error message. So let's start. Let's create a public method for this, and the method name will be generate service message, in which we will having some message code and the object array of parameters that we are using as a dynamic parameter in our messages. I will explain you each and everything in detail, so don't worry about it. Just follow the steps. Now create the public method for handling the messages for validation. So the name of method will be generate validation message, and pass the parameter same message code. and the object array in which you will pass the dynamic parameters if you have in the message string. Then we will create a method for handling the error code. Generate error code. In this we will just pass on the message code, or you can say an error code. Just save it and let's create an implementation for this. Go to the IMPL package of the service and give it the name as message service implementation or IMPL. Let's implement the message service in that. And override all the methods which we have in the interface. So it will be like this. And put @service on your implementation class, because this is notify that this class is used as a service class. And after that we will come back to the message config class. In this we will use the message source interface and we will create our own bean which will handle that, how our bean will handle the message configuration and from which file. So before starting it, let's create some properties file for handling the message in the resource folder. So let's create a file and the file name will be service message underscore en dot properties. So basically this is means the name of the message properties, and then underscore en is the biggest thing which we need to remember, because this is the main part that will handle all kind of I18 standards. So if we are going to use the English message, then underscore en will be provided. Otherwise for the French message, we will use the underscore fr dot properties. So it will be look similar like this, and we just need to change the uh, locale of that. So just click on finish, and similarly for validation message, just create another file, validation message underscore en dot properties. Click on finish, and then similarly one file for error code underscore en dot properties. And let's create a package or a folder to handle all this in one area. We can name it as a locale, so we can remember that all our locale related messages are available there. So click on these properties file and do the refactoring or move it to the locale folder. Click on resource and the locale and click OK. So all our files which we have created is moved into the locale folder. Now move to the configuration class back. So all your I-18 standard or the internationalization is really done by the message source, which is provided interface of the Spring Boot and Spring Framework. So we will just create our own bean for that. Just create the public and the return type will be the message source. And the name of the bean will be service message. Mm, mm. And put add the aid bean to make it as a Spring Bean so that we can auto-wire it anywhere. And after providing the bean, we can put the name of the alias name for that, or we will use a qualifier later for this. So let's give the value or name, it's all similar, so we can use the value method and put it here, service message, in the value. I will let you know that why we are doing this in the later stage, so don't worry about that, just follow the steps. So sorry for the power interruption, guys. Let's continue. We will create an implementation class for this message source, and the name of that is service message source. And click on new resource bundle message source. Resource bundle message source is also provided by the Spring Framework, and it is an implementation class of the message source. Okay, then after that we will continue to the configuration. Similarly, service message source dot so I think resource bundle, yeah. So we need to create the object of the resource bundle source, not of the message source. Message source will be the return type for that. So after that we will create the configuration using the resource bundle message source. Just set always use the message format to be true. Service message source dot set cache millisecond to be 3600 to cache the message. And after that the service message source dot set default encoding will be the UTF-8. And after that the service message source dot set default locale Locale default will be our locale.en, that is English, or you can use the US or the locale as you prefer, the default locale. And after that, the service message source dot set, use code as a default message, that is to be true. Dot add base name, or you can use the set method of the set base class loader or this. So let's use the base name for that, and the base name will be the locale slash the properties file which we have represented for handling the service message I18. So the name would be service message service message, not the en. Remember that we will just give the folder name and the message name, or means a message class properties file name, and we will just return out the object, that is service message source. So we will continue the same thing in the next video. For thank you for watching this video, guys. Please subscribe my channel if you are new to my channel, and if you are already a subscriber and have not getting the notification, then please don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you for watching this video, guys. Bye for now.